Where is the heart? The first time Natalia saw Daniel, she knew she was in trouble. Not because he was dangerous, or because her instinct warned her to stay away, but because the way he looked at her made her feel as if she were the only person in the world. She met him at a wedding, one of those elegant and crowded weddings where people pretend to be happier than they really are. Natalia didn't want Sir, but his best friend, Laura, was getting married, and he couldn't refuse. "Don't worry, I'll get you a companion," Laura had told him, with a mischievous smile. And there he was, tall, with hair dark, somewhat disheveled, his white shirt rolled up, and that mischievous smile that made it clear he knew the effect he had on women. "You don't seem very enthusiastic to be here," he said, approaching on 2 glasses of wine. Natalia looked at him distrustfully. "Are you the boy that Laura got me as a companion? I prefer to think it was destiny. Destiny has terrible taste." Daniel released a burst of laughter. "Or maybe you're just afraid to admit that this could be fun." Natalia narrowed her eyes. "I doubt it." But she was wrong. Between laughter and stolen kisses, they danced all night. He made her laugh with absurd stories. He took her to the dance floor when she refused to dance, and he looked at her as if she were a mystery he was dying to solve. "Tell me something," he said, when the music went down and everything they focused on the couple. "Why doesn't someone like you believe in love?" Natalia tensed. "It's not that I don't believe. It's just, I'm not interested." "Lie." She raised an eyebrow. "And how do you know that?" "Because you danced with me. And because every time I look at you, you try to pretend you don't like it." Natalia opened her mouth to respond, but he leaned in and stole a kiss. It was a sweet kiss, without haste, pure with enough intention to make it clear that he wasn't playing. When they separated, Daniel smiled. "Give me a month." "For what? To make you interested in love again?" Natalia Pam unable to say no. "I thought about walking away, but, for some reason, I heard myself answer. 1 month, not a day more. When love becomes home." Daniel kept his promise. During that month, he took her to the most beautiful corners of the city, improvised dinners under the stars, night walks by the river, movie nights where he kissed her between scenes. Natalia shrank. She introduced herself by lowering her guard, smiling fearlessly, feeling that, for the first time in a long time, someone truly saw her. "I love you," she whispered one night, after making love. He remained silent. "You don't have to say it back," he said, kissing her forehead. "I just wanted you to know." But Natalia wanted to say it. She felt it. Only the fear of losing him was greater than el amor. So, I didn't say it. And soon, that changed everything. When everything breaks. One afternoon, Daniel arrived with a serious expression. "I need us to talk." Natalia felt a knot in her stomach. "What's wrong?" He looked at her sadly. "I love you. And I think you love me too, but you don't say it. I don't know if it's because you're afraid or because it's not enough for you." "Daniel, I can't continue with some, even though she has 1 foot in and 1 foot out." Natalia's heart broke into 1,000 pieces. "I don't want to lose you." "Then tell me you love me." It was so simple. A phrase. 3 words. But she couldn't. Tears clouded her vision as Daniel sighed, kissed her forehead one last time, and left. The emptiness of the unspoken. Natalia tried to move on. She told herself it was the best, that it was what she had always wanted. But the apartment felt empty without him. The nights were colder. The laughter was gone. And then she understood. Fear had not protected her. Only the He had left without what he loved most. The return to the inevitable. He didn't think anymore. He took his coat and went out in the rain. He knew where to find him. When he arrived at his door, he was soaked, his heart beating strongly. He touched desperately. Daniel opened. He looked at her surprised. "Natalia, I love you." The words came out like a broken sigh, like a long repressed confession. He fell silent. "I'm sorry," she continued. "I always loved you. I was a coward, but I don't want to live without you." Daniel looked at her, and for a moment he feared it was too late. But then he smiled. God, how much I missed you. And without saying anything else, he pulled her towards him and kissed her. The rain enveloped them, but it no longer mattered. Because this time, Natalia was never going to let him go again. End. Subscribe and comment will help us grow our channel.